In the blasted ruins of a shattered world, only a handful endure. The lost, the opportunistic, the darkened. All playthings in the hands of demon lords. Yet, even in this darkness, a spark of defiance glimmers.
All right, so welcome to Beyond the Abyss. Last time, the party has been approached by Bree as they were enjoying Taco Tuesday in the Pillar, which is the kind of central building of Rosewood. Rosewood, to recap, Rosewood is a small neighborhood in Zelatar that comprises of an enormous, a 22-story building that has an atrium in the center that goes up and then down with a fighting pit right at the very bottom, like basement floor. And it is surrounded by a street and rows of like row houses, like tightly, there's a word for it, like an apartment type, like close quarters living. This entire area comprises of Rosewood. And so the party went to the Pillar to enjoy some Taco Tuesday, where they were approached. Tenement. Thank you so much, Gabriel. That is exactly the word that I had written down in my notes, actually, and I just couldn't find it. They were approached by Bree. Well, Rin was approached by Bree to do a little job for the Fangbreakers. You see, the Fangbreakers are preparing for a very important tournament. It is so important that a Chosen of Gratz has RSVP'd to attend. And what this means is there will be a lot of traffic coming into this portion, this small little spot of the city. Lots of merchants, lots of patrons, lots of opportunistic businessmen, lots of drugs. It'll be a pretty big time, and this means a lot of opportunity for the people who live here. This means that they can, get better business and hopefully make their lives a little bit nicer. So Bree sent Rin, who also invited the rest of the gang, down to speak with a Fangbreaker named Baxter. This is the guy who's giving them their job. Baxter is a hobgoblin Gnoll tiefling who works as a kennel master for the Fangbreakers, and he explained that they wanted to clear out some areas in the sewer to make room for the new floods of people coming, but there is a Kuthric infestation. Kuthrics are like little insectoid, lizardy bug monsters, and he just needs you to clear him out for him. He also said he would pay you extra if you bring some intact eggs, because he's always wanted to hatch and train a Kuthric of his own, so he put that on the table. While you were down there in the sewers, you came across your good friend Julius, who is cornered by Kuthrics, but you saved him as he screamed and flailed and tried really hard to fight back, but failed miserably. You had some combat, and Julius did mention that he had been exploring the tunnels and found something very interesting, but you didn't really have time to address that because you had a Hive Lord, a Kuthric Hive Lord to kill. Now, while all this is going on, let's go back to the Mother's Love, because a certain half-elf had slept in, and you awake, you find yourself kind of curled up on a couch in a very dark room There's a little glass of water. The ice has already melted next to you. This room is one of the couch VIP sections of Mother's Love. It's currently not being used, which is probably why you were tucked away here safely. Your head kind of hurts. You could sure use a drink.
Grass cock. I need to stop doing this. She kind of looks around and tries to get her bearings and stumbles off the couch.
You kind of roll off and you'll see kind of tucked away in different corners. There's like lots of curtains that close areas off. You can't really see them, but you see their kind of forms behind the curtains. You see some courtesans giving lap dances to some excited patrons. But you maneuver down. You're in an upper floor, so you kind of like have to grip the side of the banister as you make your way down a great spiral staircase.
Can I make a con save to see if I puke over the side of the rail?
Sure. I'd love it if you made a con save. I'd say the DC is 14.
Okay.
Yeah, a 23.
He's really rallied.
This is that ice water really helped.
For sure. She's gonna head downstairs.
As you are heading downstairs, Azazel, who is polishing up some glasses, sees you and smiles. Good morning, princess.
Fuck. What time is it anyway?
It's about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
It's quiet.
It'll get busier. All right, is this a moonlight elixir or a shadow's embrace kind of morning?
It surprised me.
All right. He'll turn around and start making something. You do see it's not super busy in here with customers, but it is fairly busy.
Killa Maverick 53 played this card. A little ginger ale for Seleth.
Okay, Maverick just got you a ginger ale. You do notice that there are a lot of courtesans kind of like bustling around, including several that you've never seen before.
Some new blood?
Yeah, they're in town for the tournament. Usually these events does attract traveling girls.
Right, the tournament.
I heard you are signing up.
Yep. I'm gonna win it, actually, so.
He puts down a drink. It is neither Moonlight Elixir nor Shadow's Embrace. It is like a ginger ale, but with like orange in there. I'm trying to think what it would be cool. He'll call it a sunset mule.
She takes a drink. That's good.
Yeah, thank you. I like it. I'm kind of into
All
those
right.
sweeter ones myself.
So the tournament. Did I miss the sign up?
You know, myself not really interested in signing up, so I'm not sure, but I feel like if you ask one of the Fang Breakers, I'm sure they could point you in the right direction. I don't know if you're typically the kind of person who signs up, but I'd give it a shot.
Do you happen to have any that you could introduce me to?
Oh. Most of the Fang Breakers go over to the pit stop. That's more of their hang. But I did see Bree in here a few days ago.
Is that the one with the dog?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think of the lot of them, she's the most agreeable. You can tell as he's talking about the Fangbreakers, he doesn't seem that impressed, or he doesn't seem to have like a favorable attitude. More kind of neutral at best, but kind of.
Well, I'm not planning on joining them if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, no, not at all. I don't think you'd fit in.
What's that supposed to mean?
You don't seem like the kind of person who would just murder somebody in cold blood.
Oh, then you clearly don't know that much about me.
My apologies, madam. I will get you a sign-up sheet right away, and he'll pass you a second drink.
So do you think Bree will be around later?
She could, or you could just go find her. I know that you could find her perhaps in the Pillar. It's just across the street. The Fanebreakers hang out more towards the lower levels. That's where they do all their training. In fact, you might even walk in on some of their practice sessions.
All right, well, wish me luck.
Hold on 1 minute, young lady.
Yes, mother.
And you see this tall, towering succubus woman waltz in. She looks quite vexed. Hold on, I want to put her on the screen. Salith, have you seen Julius anywhere? Anywhere at all?
You know, not really. He was sort of noticeably absent last night or 2 nights ago, or
I've sent all your little friends to go find him, and they still haven't gone back, and I'm very worried about them.
they're not my friends. I don't have any friends.
Oh, darling, come on now. Azazel looks so hurt.
You know you don't count, Saz.
Of course I don't. He, takes your empty glasses and gives you... You're not sure if he's really hurt and just playing it off or if he's just teasing you, but he kind of, gives you a little nod and takes your empty glasses and gives you and Mother privacy. Darling, I'm very worried about the little thing. He's been missing. I need his help, and I do not trust his ability to keep himself alive.
I saw those little fangs peeking out. I'm sure he can handle himself.
Oh, he's a spawn. He's not some grand vampire lord. That was Fia. And now, without his master, he's kind of a lost soul.
And what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know, just keep an eye out for him. I know you're going to sign up for the tournament like some big baddie.
You know I don't do anything for free.
How would you like me to forget about the 16 drinks you had yesterday?
Those were on Hale's tab.
Hale doesn't even have a tab.
That's something you're going to have to take up with him. He told me that he did.
She starts cursing in some abyssal language, looking quite annoyed. I let people run around this place like it's a circus, and fine. I will compensate you. What would you like, cash or credit?
Credit.
Fine. 3 nights with the courtesan of your choice.
I knew we could come to a favorable agreement.
Good girl. I would possibly peek around the sewers or maybe ask someone at the Pillar if they'd at least seen the others. You're not friends.
My not friends, that's right. Julius among them. All right. All right, let me see what I can do.
Thank you, darling. You're a doll. And she'll...
Mwah. She gives her like a mocking kiss.
Yeah, that. And then she's like, all right, now you. And you see a whole bunch of new courtesans lining up. And you see kind of like a slimy looking guy approach. He's a Gratz tiefling, dressed like he's a pimp. He looks like a pimp, and he's just like comes forward, and she's like, "All right, let's see your girls. We're going to negotiate." And then you can hear them like discussing negotiations for letting them use the space for the next little while. The guy though gives you kind of like face, but before he can say anything, Mother will snap her her little fan to block your line of sight and to get his attention back on her.
Salith is going to head out. For as long as she's been here, she's really not acquainted herself with the city. Like, she pretty much just hangs out here. So even though it's very close by, she doesn't really know where she's going.
You can, so as you exit onto a cobblestone street, and it's like slick with rainwater, and straight ahead of you is a wall, and then on top of that wall, back a bit, is a very tall building that dominates the whole area, and there is a gateway to kind of get up to that upper level. You haven't been there, but it is always looming, and the black moon like falling down, like smushing you like a sandwich.
Is this the type of place, like, can she tell, is it like guarded? Like, is she gonna have to like smooth talk her way in there, or is it a building that's like open and welcome to visitors?
It looks like it's welcome to visitors. It does close towards the nighttime to residents, but it seems to be inviting. It wants people to come in and visit.
All right, she's gonna start walking towards the building.
As you're walking in, you're pretty sure out of the corner of your eye, you catch a giant lizard folk, a collector, a Githyanki, and a little pretty princess duck into the sewers.
Well, shit. She's gonna turn around. She's gonna change course and start heading towards the sewers.
All right. That's when we are going to skip back to our party. We're going to say that, Salith, you carefully followed behind, and you did witness them get attacked, the party getting attacked by a bunch of strange lizard bugs that they squished. They seem to take care of them pretty easily, and you see them with Julius. And they have just basically finished that fight, and that is actually now where we left off. So
You guys look like shit.
Well, well, if we ain't the little lady.
Excuse you?
I mean, you're little compared to my size, but who's splitting hairs?
Once again, showing up too late to do anything useful.
Oh, hi-ho. It's so good to see you.
Julius, right?
Yeah.
Mother is looking for you.
I am in so much trouble. Well, I'm glad you're here. We've got a job to do.
A job? Well, my job was actually to track you down and head you back up to see Mother.
I promise I'll come, but well, they're doing something really exciting. They're getting rid of a Hive Lord.
Oh, what?
A Hive Lord? You know.
Why?
Why
It's
are you
good
doing
money.
it, guys?
And also, I like to...
Whatever reason.
Is this like a paid gig?
He just like nods silently.
Are you gonna cut me in if I help you?
Why would we? You didn't help for the first part.
Oh, there are loads more.
You hear that? There's loads more.
I think we could use her.
Lords
help.
more.
Lards more. You guys are going to hear me for the next several sessions try really hard to figure out that Australian accent, and
I'm excited.
It's
I
gonna
haven't
be a
decided what
journey.
Sailor sounds like really, so like she could be French at some point. I don't know yet.
Yeah, we have full freedom to change your character's voice as you get used to it.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh.
Oh my god, finally, guys. Let's go.
Look, the only
That's
accent I
Sar.
can do is Chinese accent, and that would
Do
not.
it. Do
That
it.
would not work right.
Yeah, so we've got Lords more.
Lards more.
Tizkar, like, very obviously kind of, like, looks Saleth, like, up and down as if, like, taking her in. And he, says, "Can you hold your own?"
I can wield if that's what you're asking.
He doesn't strike me as like a damsel in distress, so I say we let her tag along.
If you fall behind, we're not saving you.
I wouldn't expect you to.
I don't think she will need saving.
Julius leans in. Don't worry, I'll save you. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I need to tone it back or I'm going to laugh every time I talk. Here, I'm going to activate. Let me put...
Tizkar leans over to Rin and just asks, "Is the little one even speaking common?"
I think so.
I'm speaking undercommon.
Hey.
Because we're from down under. I just got to imagine, like, some
Hello,
Mad
Down
Max voices and I'll get into it.
Well, Julius, lead the way.
Hoi ho. All right, Julius starts leading you down these tunnels. These tunnels are actually quite wide and tall, and you can see why they would want them to be like kind of cleaned out. This definitely could act as kind of a causeway or a walkway for the new travelers that are coming through, and perhaps even if there are some bigger chambers, you could see some like markets and bazaars being set up shop.
Oh yes, Silith. Don't hurt the eggs. Those are with money.
Oh, shit. So we're collecting the eggs?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. All right. Investigation for egg finding.
Okay. I will let you know when you see an egg.
All
But-
the eggs are that you can see are with us.
So far you haven't found any.
I thought Julius had some, right?
No.
Nar.
He said he saw some.
Oh,
Nar,
I was
nar.
wrong.
Sir, this is where I kind of got stuck. And you look down this hall and you see these like veins, these pulsating black veins kind of gushing some kind of liquid, almost like blood vessels. And they seem to be kind of like blocking the way, though they're all originating from this kind of pod that is like pumping fluid in, and it's like making like a viney little wall that's like blocking your way.
Why are you all stopping? What don't I see? I cannot see.
I'm maintaining dancing lights in a range so that you can see. Just
Oh, okay. When they're not here, I can't see anything on the map.
Okay.
So I'm just
Yeah,
kind of
so-
I'm literally just following
add them
the
to
Heimdall's
me, I
token.
guess.
Oh, where are they?
They're
Oh, they're
back.
down here. Let me pull Saleth up too. Do. I'm a
Huh.
girly girl. As the dancing lights come up, you Tizkar hear some chittering to the west.
I may not be able to see, but I can hear. And he
Amazing. I'm glad your senses work.
I sense you were not being completely genuine.
No, I'm being wonderfully genuine.
Insight check.
It's just gonna constantly be a sass contest between Saleth and Retsu. sail and hail, the sassy little girls. 16? That's pretty good.
Hale's being genuine. He just sounds incredibly sarcastic because he doesn't know how to respond otherwise to, yes, I can hear things. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can.
Tizker's surprised by the actual genuineness. And he goes, oh, thank you.
Fascinating. It seems like there's a biological anomaly here that's acting kind of like a shield.
A shield or a wall?
Both?
A shield
Possibly.
wall, then. Okay.
It's really gross.
And we destroy
Yes.
it.
I would like to collect a sample for my research, but yes, I believe we can destroy it. Though
Dane
there
just
seems
goes
to be
up and tries
something-
to slice it with his sword.
Roll an attack.
I hope it doesn't function like a spider's web does.
Ooh, that gave me chills. Julius hears you say that and goes, oh, you think we'll alert them? Wait, that's the wrong accent.
Oh, I got a nat one.
Your sword kind of tings off of it. It seems hard and calcified. But again, your eyes are drawn to that kind of organ-like pod that's like pumping blood, fluid, something through. It looks kind of squishy.
I try and swing at that.
Okay. That thing twirled a lot. That's a hit.
16.
Go ahead and roll the mosh.
Seven.
As you cut into the pod, it like squelches and an inky black liquid kind of spurts out, and parts of these vessels slowly shrivel up and kind of fade away, giving you some space. Though you do see more. Oops, hold on. I'm trying. You see more of these kind of walls and the similar veins going off in these two separate directions.
There's probably more pathways cut off.
Whatever's
I wonder-
hiding behind those walls is definitely trying to protect itself.
I wonder if there's another way around, instead of facing all these things.
A little late now that we've cut it.
You see right here, these areas this is water. So like right here is a little dip where the sewer water is kind of channeling through. Back here in the same direction is solid ground, but as you look down, you do see some Kuthrix kind of skittering around. They haven't noticed you yet. And it seems like you have a choice. You can either traverse through the water channel, or you can try your luck on the ground.
Well, who's wanting to get wet?
It's not really me.
How? Okay, so I think that because of how the map is laid out, I still can't see in there. Is it like really deep water, or is it just kind of like shallow water?
It is like hip deep.
And is there like a place to walk on so that we're not hip deep in poop water, or is it just like?
So you can either cross it, but that area has been blocked, or you can wade in the poop water. It's
Oh,
not
boy.
poop, it's just water, guys. You
We're
can wade
totally not
through
in
the
the
water.
sewer.
Or you can take the land way. But you don't, who knows if they're leading in the same direction. All you know is that these veins that seem to attach one of those goopy orb things that Dane just broke to its associated barrier seems to be going to the left and to the right.
I typically do not like to commit to one path before scouting out all options. And Tizkar kind of peeks down the left side, and he sees the two Kuthricks.
They're kind of chilling, like cleaning their mandibles.
So last time we encountered just like two Kuthricks in a hallway. They ran away, correct?
One did, and it got help.
Can I perception like here down the left hall to see if I hear like more around the corner?
Roll perception.
I hear nothing.
It's hard to tell. Your attention was pulled by these few that are kind of hanging out in this little lamplight.
Well, I would rather they help or support their leader. And Tizkar kind of like knocks an arrow, and he starts to like slowly draw back as he's aiming for like the closest one.
Okay.
You know, if you shoot them, they will go get help, right?
Better hit him hard.
Okay.
Him fast.
Lizard brain at its best.
So, quick mechanics question, I guess, because I know that we're doing the 2024 rules are if you have surprise on enemies, you have advantage on your initiative roll. The old way was you would just have a surprise round where we'd all roll initiative just right now. They just won't be able to act to their next turn. Which way do you guys prefer?
I like the one you just said better personally, but either are
Surprise
fine.
round, yeah.
You want?
Yeah, I think old rules.
Okay. Okay. I just toggled the combat. How come the little thing on the top isn't showing up? Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
Ignore the dancing lights. Why are you still ignore?
I don't know, and it's frustrating.
I gotta fix that. I'll fix that before next fight. Ignore the dancing lights, obviously.
So, I don't know if you intended it, but Julius is tagged as an enemy.
Oops.
Is
Julius.
this a hint?
Betrayal.
No, Julia.
I knew it!
He's not token just friendly. There we go. There we go. He's friendly. He's friendly.
I'm just gonna roll again to see if I get more or less at 21. 4.
What do you mean I'm at the bottom of the order?
You're still a member.
Oh no!
Okay, so we're gonna skip. Okay, begin combat. Skip the Kuthric because he's surprised. Dane, you see Tizkar drawing a bow.
I see the. I walk forward. I see the little guys. Which one is he aiming at, the left or right? Can I tell?
Left.
All right. I'm gonna target the right with my crossbow.
Okay.
You guys see me take out a giant heavy crossbow from under my trench coat. Not sure where I'm hiding it, but that is up to your imagination.
In your garter belt.
In my garter belt, and I will take a quick shot from it.
Go ahead.
And
10 is a miss.
I'll take one more step forward, and that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Sucks to suck. Tizkar, go ahead and roll.
So, question: Do I, since I initiated this while technically we're undetected, do I get advantage on the attack roll, or just normal?
Yeah, in fact, I would go further as to say Dane should have also gotten advantage. So let's actually go back. Dane, do you want to roll a second time?
Sure.
Thank you for reminding me. Oh, that does hit. Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah, so you're surprising them. So they all
Hi-ya.
Hiya!
Oh, well. 5.
That's okay. It hurt it pretty bad, actually. Okay, now Tizkar.
Got one of its legs clean off.
So Tizkar, he takes out 2 arrows, and he holds his longbow vertically and allows like the first one to kind of like fall into the quiver, and he will take a shot at the left one.
I
22?
Yep, that hits.
Hit for 7.
Okay. It's still
And then
up.
as the first arrow leaves, the second one immediately falls into place, and I'm going to use Hordebreaker to make an attack at the other one.
Okay. Hordebreaker
is
is
that
really
one-
cool.
Yeah, I like Hordebreaker. Is that one also at advantage? I actually don't know.
I'd say yes, because all these attacks, they did not. This whole round is surprise.
Okay, you know what? I'll say that as he's making this... Actually, I don't think I can do that. Rules is written. Never mind. Ooh. $25. That is a hit for 11.
This was at that second one.
Yeah.
All right, it dies.
As Dane shoots off like the leg, and it kind of like Tizkar sees it start to like fall, and he just kind of aims down and catches it like right in the neck, right as it falls to the ground.
Oh, that's unfortunate for it. Julius goes, oh, "That was so cool." Hail.
Hill is going to, I guess, take the chance to close the distance and green flame blade this one, and then target this one with the second one. If I can click the right buttons, that would be wonderful.
That's such a Hail thing to say. If I could click the right button, that would be wonderful.
I thought this button was here, but it's actually there.
Is Hale just a boomer when it comes to technology?
I don't know. Does
It does not.
15 hit? Okay.
You were too worried about buttons and getting your Han food dirty.
That's his turn.
Okay. Julius looks at Dane expectantly, like, what do you want me to do?
Get behind me.
Ah! Okay. He stays put. Rin, it is your turn.
I sense some action that way. And he's going to cast Expeditious Retreat. And he's going to move his full movement. And then he's going to dash straight into the enemy. He casts. Cast that, and then he's going to Thunder Gauntlet the one right in front of him. Going to
Okay.
Oh,
that
no,
was that
that
was
was
dead.
it.
Yeah. This is good.
that guy.
Yeah. You're good.
Thunder Gauntlet.
Oh, Hale, did you roll with you did roll with advantage, and you still failed. And you still failed.
Par for the course for him.
he went, my wrist.
I roll with advantage, right?
Yep.
He's not used to the whip that he borrowed.
It was meant for fun times, not dangerous times.
Excuse me. Fun times can be dangerous times.
So true.
23 to hit.
That hits. Landshark, I need to get appropriate battle music before I cue it.
He-
9.
He cues up his Thunder Gauntlet. It starts arcing with lightning, and he hits this bug. And the bug feels like an out-of-body experience as he gets connected with the Thunder Gauntlet, and it shudders him.
Everyone, you see a flash of light, and when the light goes away, you just see this steaming pile of bug. But it is not over, as behind you in the completely other direction, you hear a hissing. And a Kuthrik that is twice as big as any of the ones you've been smushing is looking right at you. It will not get I'll roll for its initiative, but it will not get to go. It's part of the surprise round. So Salith will still get your turn, and then it will be added to the initiative. So Rin, is there anything else you'd like to do, or is it, can Rin go? Or can Salith
Rin,
go?
or
Sorry.
yeah, I end my turn.
Okay, sorry, I'm still getting your names. Okay, Salith, you behind you, closest to you, you see in the shadows a very, very big boy.
Okay. She's gonna move over here. And you're gonna see her start to sort of like manipulate and bend the darkness around us until it kind of gathers in front of her. And then she's gonna put her hands out and cast a beam that connects to this big ass bug of like shadow as she casts.
Hopefully it connects.
Well, I think it connects regardless if it hits or not. I have first time using this spell, so we'll see.
Let's see. Well, you do have to make an attack roll, so it still has to beat its AC. That's
was
a
so
hit.
Okay. So then
Wonderful. Is it lightning damage?
it is lightning damage.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, it's going to take the full damage of that.
So then I think, moving forward, if I read the spell correctly, do I just, now that I've made that hit and it's connected, do I just, if I want to use my action on my next turn, because we have this, like, it's a beam connected to it, I just roll damage again?
Let me read it real fast, and it's possible, yes, or you might have to do it. Let's see. The spell, okay. You can use your action to deal the lightning damage automatic. Yes. So from now on, as long as you maintain,
Yes, concentration.
yeah, that's pretty freaking good. Wow. Okay.
Her turn.
I love it. Let's see. That means next is, well, all those other Kuthriks are dead. So we're going straight to Dane's turn.
Dane hears Salus crackling behind him and goes, "You're going to collapse the tunnels!" as he runs forward to be probably right behind you. And then you'd see that. Is it within 30 feet?
That's something that probably would have been helpful to know before.
Dane will cast. Dane will use his action to reload his bow. His
Crossbow.
crossbow. Yep.
Okay.
And then he's going to probably draw his sword.
Okay.
That's my turn.
It's the Kuthrik's turn. The Kuthrik. Let's see, how far away is it from you guys? Boop. So these are 10-foot walls.
Mm.
It goes up the wall 5 feet and then runs at you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And from its position, so it's kind of like in 3D space right now. It is just close enough to sail it, but it is not on the floor. So this thing is skittering across the wall like a freaking spider. It has like a stinger at the end of its booty and is going to try and stinger you.
I'm going to use my reaction to use fighting style protection on Salith, imposing disadvantage on your Kutheric.
Excellent. Okay, he will have disadvantage, which means he rolls a nat 1.
So I think Dane in this moment, like he sees the thing going for Salith, and then instinctually like pushes her aside, raises his shield up, and just
Amazing.
A gentle gasp escapes her.
Are we getting like dark romance verbiage?
That's none of your business.
what are you talking about? Never.
Caught in your dark romance.
Okay. Does that disadvantage is it imposed for both attacks or just one of the attacks?
It just says on the attack roll.
Okay, so this one will be a normal attack. It gets 2 attacks.
Right.
I don't think a 9 hits you. Salith, do you have mage armor or anything, or is your AC 12?
It's 12.
Whew, okay.
It sure is.
I can't believe this thing missed. Oh my gosh. This thing, its stinger just, and you leave out that gentle gasp. And that's the end of its turn.
Be more careful next time.
She's just breathing heavy. That's it. Trying to catch her breath.
His eyes darkened.
He growled.
I'm gonna have to start saving sounds from Book Talk for my
Please do.
doodle skits for Salith and Dane. Okay, it's Tizkar's turn. Tizkar, you see this unfolding.
As the creature starts to skitter out of the darkness,
Hydrate.
Tiskar like whirls around and braces himself against the wall. And he takes one arrow and he kind of notches it and he starts to pull it back. And he pulls it back slowly. And as it comes closer, you hear him let out this like low hiss. And as his eyes and as his pupils will dilate, as I'm going to bonus action Hunter Mark on him. And I have Hunter's Lore. So I automatically learn any resistances, vulnerabilities, or immunities this creature has.
Oh,
As he's,
What?
you see his eyes just start to like rapidly scan across his creature, looking for anything, any kind of weakness, any kind of strength.
sick. Oh my gosh. So it doesn't have any of those things, but I want to still give you like a fun little tidbit. So you learn that this thing, or you realize that this thing, based on, you look at its claws, you look at kind of like what's around, this thing has a burrowing speed. And it has tremor sense. So these things
We're on
can
stone, right?
literally, yeah, but it can literally come through the walls if it wants to.
You see Tizkar's eyes just kind of like real quickly dart to the wall he's next to. And he kind of shakes his head. And then he kind of waits for an opening and he will release the arrow.
Give it to me. This will be normal, not
Yeah.
with advantage. That
Is it
hits.
22?
Sorry, I just caught a whiff. My mother-in-law's in town, and she's currently making dinner, and it smells really good.
Ooh.
Hunter's mark is a D6. Okay.
Very nice, very nice.
Hit for 9 total.
Okay. That arrow lodges into its carapace and it hisses and screams. It is still alive, though. If that is your end of your turn, it will be Hale's turn. And then, Ren, you're up next.
Okay. Hmm. Oh, he's just out. Okay. Hale is going to turn around, make his way back over to T-Scar's side. Kind of jump scare himself a little bit, seeing that Julius is still there.
You just go around the corner. You and Julius at the same time go, oh! You're like the same height.
Don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
You see Tizkar's head just kind of like real quickly look to the side, and you hear, huh, and he kind of goes back like straight forward.
Laugh at me? How dare you?
Do not do something so funny then.
Don't laugh at me.
He's gonna cast Toll the Dead on the thing.
That's hilarious.
Don't laugh at me. Die.
It's just you guys are all so different from your first season characters, and so it's just really enjoyable. It's enjoyable for me. It's the word of the day. Okay, wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh, this
That
this
fails.
Kruthic is not intimidating anybody. It'll take full damage.
It is hurt currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It should be 1d12 then. I don't know why it won't let me roll the alternate damage, but
Huh.
I'll just roll it manually then.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's kind of weird.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I had to do it. That's a weird way to do it. Sure.
Oh, look at that animation. That's so cool.
6 damage.
Oh, it died. My gosh. I need to up the difficulty.
Was
Just
that funny?
I
Ren's
think
gonna use his expeditious retreat and just like bolt over and be like, "Oh, did I miss it? Ah, dang it!"
all right, you guys seem to be out of combat for now, but this place seems to be a little bit more infested.
Tizkar looks
when-
down at Hale as his like arrow. He kind of like removes the arrow and he says, "Not particularly."
I don't understand your sense of humor.
Dane
many do.
would see when the connection is severed, when the thing died, when the beam of shadow is severed, her kind of like lurch forward and kind of like lose her balance a little bit before she catches herself, and she seems like it really took a lot out of her.
I thought you said you weren't gonna be a liability.
It's dead, isn't it? She's gonna take a gold piece out of her pouch, and she's gonna flick it towards Dane, and say, "Here, I'm not in the habit of owing anyone any favors."
Just 29 more and our debt will be settled.
My debt?
You stole 30 gold from me, remember?
My memory's a little fuzzy these days.
Mine's perfectly clear.
Oh, I do remember that. I was watching that happen. I mean, I didn't see anything.
Julius looks horrified. And he's like this. I'm sure Miss Saleth will pay her debts in time, but we should probably move on. And there's a Hive Lord round, and I think we should kill it.
This wasn't the Hive Lord.
Arnar.
Arnar, guys.
Arnar. This was
Absolutely
just
not.
an adult. They come in young forms and adult forms and Hive Lord forms, and this was just an adult. I don't know why Julius just fell asleep on the screen. Wake up! There you go.
Do you know where this Hive Lord is?
Yeah, I think it's past that little veiny flesh wall, but,
Is there another thing I can pop?
well, you see that vein? It goes all the way around the corner. I bet if we follow it, we'll find one of those things that you can pop. It's almost like this is one of those puzzle dungeons that you see in video games.
Feels like whack-a-mole.
Stop making words up.
Sorry, I read about it in a book. That's why I have advantage.
I'm around the corner. Do I see anything?
Hold on, which way are you going? You're going fast, you're going fast. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we move on, as the party is moving, Hale's going to fall back a little bit so that he sort of is walking beside and then a little bit behind Saleth, and he's going to gently tap her on the shoulder, not saying it. Well, he's going to mutter under his breath a little bit, but he's going to cast Mage Armor on her.
Can she tell that it was cast?
Yeah.
She's really torn because she's not used to people doing nice things to her. And she's kind of shocked and not even going to acknowledge it.
It's
To keep the favorite alive. Meg would kill me.
Okay.
Julius is gonna like put his hand on Hale's arm. That was really sweet.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry. I just like it when people get along, you know?
We can go back to being just a gopher.
Right. All right.
Was it-
Huh?
How's it looking up there, Dane?
Dane, you look down the way and you see kind of a opening into a chamber that has some like water filtration system, like water treatment device, and the veiny kind of organic junk that these creatures are making seems to be getting thicker and fuller in that direction. You also catch a glimpse of Kuthric limbs skittering,
The limbs are moving?
as in Kuthric are over there, and you just caught a glance of one of
Oh, okay. I thought there was like limbs around the area, just like free
them.
roaming.
Gross.
All right. I'll continue to follow the vein. Let's figure out where this rabbit hole leads to.
Does everyone follow? Set up your marching order now so you don't get in bad straits.
Dane would be first.
This is kind of a single file place.
I need to know where Rin is going, otherwise it would be Hale next.
I mean, I don't know where Ring went.
Rin-
Rin went AFK. Hale, why don't you go ahead and I'll put Rin after you.
Okay.
Okay. Show me how far you want to go before you stop.
I want to go all the way to the end up here.
So, as you approach that, you are going to. Actually, I'll tell you at what point they sense you. when you get to right there, they are going to be aware of your presence.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay. That's where I'll
Okay, everyone get scooched up.
going all the way in.
Do-do-do, do-do-do. I'll put you in the combat. Everybody roll. Everybody roll.
Who did I shield of faith again? I think it should be out by now, right?
Julius.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Probably break concentration.
If you go to your effects, you can end it. Okay. So, combat begins. We're starting with this. A lot of the Kuthrik go first. These Kuthrik, let me see. Climb. 30. Start climbing on the walls. So this guy, I'll put him here so you understand that he's on the wall. So he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he sprints 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. There we go. Okay. And then he waits because that's as far as he can go. This one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this one and this one are on the walls. This one is on the floor. It is Dane's turn.
He's gonna hit the closest one to him, right there, with his sword. Oh, that's a
hit.
24.
Beautiful. You guys are rolling pretty good.
And 11.
It's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
He just sees it coming and just
Just smushes it.
Mhm.
Excellent. This guy is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then he is going to use his sprint to burrow. 5, 10. And that's his turn. Tiskar.
His pupils are gonna dilate again. He's gonna hunter's mark the one just actually on the wall, the one closer on the wall. Bonus action hunter's mark, and I'm going to take a shot. And as he lines up the shot, you hear him kind of like hum to himself as he mutters, "This feels familiar."
Hale is unsettled and ducks out of the way because he's right behind him.
Nat
Nice.
20.
Good thing Hale ducked.
Dang.
As it comes like running across the wall. Oh, I rolled normal by accident.
Just re-roll if you can. Re-roll with the crit. Okay.
Is it dead?
Yes.
As it comes running like along the wall, Dane has his back turned and stabs the other one. And as Dane turns around, the Kuthrix jumps off of the wall to him, and suddenly an arrow just comes through its neck, and it just collapses.
Tiskar, as you see it collapse, you see something strange.
What?
You see almost like ghostly remnants pulled out of its corpse the moment it dies. Almost like it hovers, ethereal version of it, then it gets sucked into the air.
Tizkar, like you see Tizkar smile as he gets the kill, and then he just stops and he says, "What was that?"
Only Tizkar saw that.
You shooting it. I don't know what else you want us to answer.
I do not have. He just kind of like stutters to himself as he just suddenly goes quiet.
I mean, it was a good shot.
Saleth, it is your turn.
Are we allowed to, like, I know we're in kind of like a marching order. Can I, like, move up or no?
You can, but you can't end your turn in a comrade's space, and it is difficult terrain squeezing through.
Okay.
I feel like you could make it to about right there. This is a little shrub, but this is a spot you could stand. 5, 10,
Would I
15,
still
20.
have line of sight this way?
You could peek around the corner.
Okay. Nice.
Kind of seeing Rin like suck his gut in, and he's trying to like make room for her to like peek around.
Wait, is Rin not a stereotypically bony ass Gith? Does he have some meat
He
on those
is, but
bones?
I mean, he's kind of like trying to contort himself so
I don't
that
know. I kind of like the idea of a pleasantly plump Gith, just kind of like.
maybe he got fat on the beers that he drinks at the bar.
Okay, Saleth, are you going to attack Puppet Dog?
Yep.
Tasha's Mind Whip.
I'm targeting this guy.
You can tap T as you.
Yeah, it's targeted for me.
Okay, perfect.
They have to make a or an intelligence save.
Got you. Okay. It got a nat 1.
Perfect.
Okay, so next turn, if it survives your attack, it can only do one thing.
It can only do one thing, so it can either take a movement, an attack, or a bonus action.
Perfect.
And it takes 8 damage.
This thing is very, very heavily damaged.
Not this one. She targeted the big adult one back there.
The big adult
That's-
one is out of sight.
That's what I asked if I could.
Oh,
I can see it. I have 120.
It's in the wall. It is not in
The
your
one all the way far
No,
back.
the one that's back all the way here.
Okay, hold on. I forgot to explain. This is a giant thing that covers the entire room. So it is behind it. It is full cover behind it. I'm so sorry. I thought you were talking about this guy.
Okay, well, I wouldn't use this spell then on like one of the little guys.
Okay. Do you want to go back? Do you want to redo that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Saleth, stop hesitating. Make up your mind.
Shut the fuck up. In character, of course.
Yeah.
I guess I
Okay,
could have
so-
like put a terrain wall here. I don't know why I didn't think to do that.
Okay, so sorry. There's one, I guess, who's like close to dead, or
This one, they don't have a lot of HP. This one has not been attacked yet.
can you ping it?
Yeah, hold on. My app just refreshed.
All right, so I'll target that one, and instead you will see her start to conjure some shadow into like a mote in her hand.
Oh, that works. That hits.
And she's gonna lob it for 9 damage.
That is exactly how much hit points it has.
She gives Dane a glare.
Finally, something useful.
I roll.
Hail. You did see an adult squirrel its way into the walls. And because I didn't place appropriate terrain, you also know there is another one deeper in the room ahead.
Sorry.
No, that was my fault. I was like, wait, what are you guys talking about? Huh?
Well, we seem to have got all of their attentions. There's one in the wall somewhere that I can't see. What do you want me to do? Mr. Tax Collector. Sorry, default
Why am-
leader.
Why am I the leader?
You're in front.
Doesn't he lead a cult too? It seems like the type.
Just get rid of these insects. Collect their
can't
eggs and let's get out of
see
here.
them. Fine. Hale's just gonna walk forward. Did he see where it burrowed in?
It burrowed in up here. Around here. Here, I'll draw.
He's going to come here.
You're gonna go right there? Would you like to do anything else?
Can he ready an attack if he sees anything come at him?
Yes.
Okay.
Rin?
Rin is going to look at where Hale went and go, I suppose I will go ahead as well. And he will move right in front and ready a action to throw a thunder gauntlet if a creature happens to go right. Can't. I don't know why I
In
can't.
front of him?
Ping.
Within your range.
Yeah, right in front the 5 foot block. Yeah.
That works for me. Okay. The other one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it's gonna dash 1, 2, 3, and stop. Would you like to use your readied action on it?
Yes.
Go for it. Also, I guess you too could do that, Retsu, because you have range.
Looking for the one that comes out of the walls
Okay.
specifically.
Okay, go ahead, Rin.
This one's at normal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
go ahead.
gonna throw this thunder gauntlet, and it's gonna have the same effect. It's basically going to cause his body to shudder. It feels like it just got its mind knocked out of its head. And he will have disadvantage on anyone he attacks other than me.
Oh, it's like a little taunt?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's forced to attack me unless he wants disadvantage on his rolls.
gotcha. Cool. Apply the damage. Excellent.
And then he's going to bonus action.
It's actually not your turn, so you
Oh,
can't
right.
bonus action.
That was sorry.
your reaction. I
Yeah.
know. Actually, that guy's dead. This guy is dead. This guy is dead. It is Dane's turn.
Dane is going to see both of them running forward and then get cut off by the adult one. So he's going to try and get. He's going to run right behind Hale, and then do some sick wall riding parkour, and try and get behind this adult Ketherick.
Do you have enough movement to do it?
I should have exactly 30 feet if I am allowed to do the 5 foot per movement.
It would
For
be
parkour.
it would be difficult terrain.
Okay, then I'll use my dash action to complete it.
Okay, I will let you do that.
All right.
If you had a climb speed, you could do that, but since you do not,
Yeah. Do I need to? What do I?
just move.
Alright.
Because mechanically, you're just squeezing through.
Yeah. And then I land on the back, or I land. I just kind of. I do like 2 little quick dodges in between Hale and Rinzeg, and then like the Kuthrik, I just slide underneath it, holding my shield up, and then like sneak up behind it.
Excellent.
And that is my turn.
Excellent. Okay. Hale.
Mm.
It's like the Kool-Aid guy comes blasting out of the wall. You did specify that when you see it, you make your attack, so I will allow you to roll your attack first before I roll mine.
Okay.
I do think he gets advantage for being hidden.
I suppose. I don't know how that works.
We'll settle this one at a time. That hits. Good job. It still scares the frickin' ghost out of you. Oh my gosh.
10.
It's pretty good. Wait, uh-oh. Who did I just apply 10 damage to? Shit, I just gave someone 10 damage that wasn't the right person.
A rock falls on your head. Bonk.
Pebble.
Okay, if one of you mysteriously has 10 damage, I apologize. I don't know who that was.
Was it Julius?
Okay.
Way in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing is gonna attack you. Ba-ba-ba-ba. $16?
Meets and beats. I also don't have a reaction because of my ready to action, so. Hey,
Wait.
Look, it returns the.
Wait. I rolled.
Wait, why did
with
you
the-
roll it as?
I rolled it as the whip. Sorry. That was
He
wrong.
grabs your whip and hits you.
Hey. Okay. 5. And then it's going to attack again. Roll your concentration. Whatever you're
On my
concentrating on.
dancing lights.
Could you imagine if all the lights just went out?
I mean, it would be fine for some of us.
It'd be
That hits.
Okay. Okay. This thing starts viciously stabbing at you. Your dancing lights flicker, but you maintain concentration. It's getting dangerously close to tearing holes in Mother's dress. Tizkar.
I'm gonna push up. I'm assuming I can see the Kuthrik sticking out of the wall, right?
You saw, yeah, it like jumped up onto Hale.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of run
Alright.
up and I'm gonna hunter's mark shoot.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
Nice job.
So as it okay, so I'm gonna roll damage. 14.
14.
Is it still alive?
The one that's poking out of the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so as it like gets out of the wall and it starts to like dig into Hale, it raises one of its kind of like claws or like tendons or whatever, and Tizkar shoots an arrow and severs it from its body, and it falls to the ground. As I'm going to invoke my weapon mastery, for the longbow. For some reason I don't have it in here, and I can't figure out how to add it.
Wait
but,
a second. What is weapon mastery?
So
Cool.
it is
Can
a
master long and close range weapons.
it's a it's a feature of my class that allows me to add
Is this a D&D 2024 thing?
I don't know.
It is. I think it is, which we're not playing with those rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need
Get
to
that trash
no,
out of here.
We need to have a discussion as a group about
Yeah.
using the 2024 rules because
I thought you were gonna say we had a discussion about you using the 2024 rules.
Yeah, next time I'm just mysteriously
Hey, man.
absent next time.
You know why you're
Discord's
here.
gone.
Hold on.
You know why we call this
We're gonna
meeting?
have some words.
Look, if you all want to use 2024 rules, I'm okay with that. It might be a little weird if some of the characters are 2024 and some are not. The 2024 character is going to be insanely more powerful. What does it even
We can figure that
do?
out later.
I can. It basically allows me to apply the mastery property of my longbow, which is slow. Reduces the Kuthric speed by 10 feet. until the start of
Yeah,
the next turn.
let's put a pin in that because I would like to have full informed understanding of weapon mastery and if that's something that we're all going to do.
Okay.
That is absolutely, though, 2024 rule because weapon mastery is like a big thing. It's like one of the biggest things they added.
Okay, well, Tizgar still shoots off as it goes for his third attack, he shoots off the claw.
Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to be like all you. I just, my alarm bells. I was like, weapon mastery. That sounds familiar.
I actually haven't looked too much into the end of the 2024 rules, so I just grabbed it and I was like, oh yeah, cool.
Problem is, yeah, the D&D Beyond is now you have to like make sure you toggle it to the old rules when you make a character, or else it's going to give you
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
2024
didn't do
stuff.
that.
I have
Oh.
all of the updated spells. They're just nerfed versions of the spells that I took. Which is fine. Reworded.
We can have a meeting, guys, if you want to use the 2024 rules. The problem is not all of your subclasses are included in that, so that's why I figured we would stick to the 2014. We will figure that out. But Tizcar, you break off a huge chunk of this guy. Okay, Saleth. Now you see that little guy.
Okay. So, for meta magic and targeting in the VTT, you can only target like one person at a time, right? So if I want to use twinned, like how would I go about doing that?
Target one of them, and then I'll manually add the damage to the secondary one.
Okay. I'll just make sure I'm in range of both of them. Great.
Do you only have to roll one, and then if it works on one, it also works on the other? Like one attack roll?
Let me see if I can share the bell. What does that say? And a sorcery point.
Yeah, as long as
Yeah, so I think it literally just duplicates the spell on the other target.
excellent. And since they have the same AC, then it should work.
So I'm gonna cast my witch bolt again, but more kind of shadow bolt, I suppose.
Holy shit.
Ooh, feels bad. You know what? I had inspiration from that first time, so I'm using it.
Please. It was a good effort.
Okay.
It was a really good effort. I really liked that move.
Thanks. Thank you.
You
Yeah, she
just
fucking misses.
shadow hearted that shit.
Yeah. Sad. Okay.
Okay.
It's her turn.
Sorry, BB. Okay, Hale.
Yeah.
Like, do you need some aftercare? Hale, it's your turn.
Hale is unamused by this being here next to him, but he kind of assumed it would be. He knows that he can't get it to bounce off, but he's going to cast Green Flame Blade and strike at the one that's next to him.
I'm sorry to interrupt just because I haven't been a sorcerer in a while. Because technically it didn't hit, would it still consume my sorcery point?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
I did not know that.
You declare it, and it affects your spell. And
Okay.
then your spell is expended, so your sorcery pen is also.
Okay. Okay. Got you.
All right. That's his turn.
You guys. Ren, you see your compatriots miss one after another.
Hale is just like struggling with it being so close. He's like, "No, don't! You're gonna rip it! Stop it!"
I guess I'll help you out. And he turns around and tries the Thunder Gauntlet, the one next to Hale.
Okay. Hale, you're just thinking about how Mother is going to fucking kill you. In fact, Saleth, you notice that that gown is one that Mother actually really likes, and pretty sure Hale did not get authority to wear that one. 21 hits?
You better hope she's in a good mood after we return Julius, or she's gonna fucking kill you.
She was gonna kill me anyway.
Can the undead die?
Seven. Shh.
I don't know.
I mean, neither.
Why would you ask that?
Oh,
What does undead have to do with the conversation?
nothing at all.
Julius is back there.
Concentrate, everybody.
Julius goes, I definitely can die, if that's what you meant. Yeah, that was a good hit. Would you like to do anything else?
Rin is going to up his bonus or temporary hit points even more by casting Guardian Armor. So he's at 6 temporary.
Okay. Why would you be at 6?
Because I cast it before.
You can't stack temporary hit points. Unless it's
It
something...
replaces.
It replaces
Oh, it
them.
replaces,
Yeah,
okay.
you can't stack temporary
mind.
hit points.
Then I will keep my original 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're not going to cast defensive field?
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Will end my turn.
Okay. This guy, this big puppy boy, is going to stab you twice. Rin.
He's going to reactionary a shield.
What does that make your AC?
22.
It meets beats.
Mm-hmm.
Who is he attacking?
Rin.
Dang it. I can't be within 5 feet. I can't impose disadvantage.
Yeah. My interception is somehow magically better, but it's
All right. Well, you just took some stab damage. It's going to
Get
attack you
stabbed.
again, but you still have your shield up, so it misses terribly. What does your shield look like?
A shield looks like a gigantic, hunk of metal that looks like a pillar right in front of him.
Excellent. It stops the second bite. You get the first one up just a little bit too slowly, but the second one, it bites into the metal and is hissing at you. Dane, it is your turn.
Big guy in front of me. I'm gonna stab it.
You have a +2. Did I explain flanking on our session 0? Instead of having advantage, you get a +2 to your attack roll. I do this because I don't want to downplay all the other ways of getting advantage. So if you were able to get advantage from something else, you, in addition, if you're flanking, get a +2.
All right.
Well,
I'm going to use my inspiration from last game
okay.
to re-roll that attack.
Well,
13.
it's technically better.
We did it, folks. We got there.
You failed. Sorry.
The sword just bounces off the carapace.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Hale, you are being attacked.
At disadvantage
At disadvantage?
because I
of his
struck
gauntlet.
in.
Perfect. Then let me try again.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Shield.
If you shield, it fails.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to attack again at disadvantage, I'm guessing?
Yes. Until my next turn.
1 and 2. Oh my god. Hale, what does your shield look like?
Hale kind of he gets more and more frustrated as it's still coming at him. And the people around him actually hear him kind of almost angrily yell, "I thought I told you to stop." And then he like flings it down and this kind of web-like structure in front of him of light comes up to block it.
Okay. Hold on. I want to address if you missed your attack, is the witch bolt still connected? I don't think so. I think you
I
missed.
kind of think it is because hear me out. It was still I was still concentrating on it, and then I was like, oh, I missed, so then I manually broke concentration. But I kind of think keeping the connection, like I think it automatically creates a connection so that I don't have to use another spell slot.
If it
But-
goes to a different creature, though, does it say you can move the connection?
I'm not trying to move the connection.
But the thing that you had it on died,
But it was twinned.
and it failed.
But the attack damage failed.
The roll,
Like, just-
It failed.
so first
when
you
he-
roll to see if you hit.
Yes.
Then if you hit, you get to keep it up, but you didn't hit.
Chat says Witch Bolt is auto hit. That's what I'm saying.
Then why does it ask you to make an attack roll?
Because if you attack, okay, here's how I understand it, and it's confusing. So
Yeah, I'm very
you cast
confused.
it auto hits. If you land a successful attack, then all subsequent damage is auto hit as well. You don't need to re-roll attack to hit. However, I'm under the impression that because the beam is channeled and auto hit, I can then re-roll attack without expending another spell slot to see if that hits. And then if that hits, then all subsequent turns for me, if I keep concentration, is re-rolling damage.
Okay, it says make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, they take damage, and then each turn after that, you can continue to do damage. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else.
I think the verbiage saying on a hit, you can do this on each of your turns, indicates that it's not an auto hit.
So okay, this is what I'm
Unfortunately.
thinking. So once you hit it one time, then yes,
Yeah.
you get to just channel damage into it. That first creature you killed,
Yes.
that was successful. But then once that combat ended, the spell is you're done with that. It's not something that you're holding inside of yourself because it's dead. Also,
No, I mean for the second one, the one that I did, the twinned.
So the second one, you have to make contact. You have to succeed on that initial attack roll. If you were successful, then you can just pump damage into both of them. But because you missed, you missed.
So then, what's the point of the beam channeling?
If there are multiple turns, you continue to
Uh-huh.
do damage without spending spell slots.
Or I don't.
It's like, okay, so you
Mm.
know Call Lightning, how you cast it once and then you can then use your action every turn after to just keep like zapping whatever is around.
Mm-hmm.
So if you succeeded, the next turn it automatically does damage, and then the turn after that it automatically does damage. You don't have to roll attack after that, but you still have to hit the first time.
I don't know. The way it reads,
Right? It
the
creates
beam of thing
It's-
happens before you even make a roll.
But
yes.
But then it says
That's what I'm
make
saying.
a roll.
Mm,
To do the damage, but that beam action takes place before any rolling happens.
But every spell gives you a little example before saying make an attack roll.
So looking it up online, I think what Ellie is describing is the remaster rules for Witchbolt, because Witchbolt got a fundamental change in how it functioned in the remaster. I'm seeing people talk about it online. I can't find the exact wording of the new spell.
Here is the wording of Firebolt. You hurl a mote of fire. Make a ranged spell attack. So it seems like when you discuss a spell, when it tells you what a spell does, it tells you what it does and then it explains. You either make every spell is you either make a spell attack or you a roll or you do a saving throw.
But in Firebolt, you're hurling a mote of fire. This is saying you are sustaining an arc of lightning.
Yeah, but it's just describing what it looks like. It's just giving you a flavor text before explaining the rule.
But sustaining means you're sustaining.
Yeah, if it hits, if you make your attack roll and it's successful, then you sustain, and every single turn after you get to do free damage without having to make that roll after that. But to make contact the first time, you have to be successful on your attack roll. You've hit first.
I'm not super disagreeing with you. I'm just like trying to work through it. And
Yeah.
then also I'm wondering why, even though I missed,
Mhm.
why was my concentration still being held?
Because the
It's
game
not
is stupid.
the game.
Because Foundry doesn't understand that you missed.
Okay. Okay.
And it also says the spell ends if you use your action to do. So every time you do action, if you hit every turn after that, you use your action to deal more damage. And you
That's
won't.
kind of just like with anything concentrating, though, right?
Sort of, yeah. This is just a way that you can continue damaging without having to use spell slots, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah, most of the flavor text like that was removed from the 20. I heard the biggest thing about the 2024 rules was they clarified a lot of stuff.
mm.
Gotcha.
Because I feel like if it was automatically hit, then why would they even have you roll an attack roll to begin with? If it was an automatic hit, they would just say it hits.
Save.
Magic Missile is an automatic hit, so it doesn't even ask for an attack roll. It just says, you hit. Now, that being said, twinning Witch Bolt is pretty fucking cool, because now you're doing...
It would have been pretty fucking cool.
The day is not over, my young, beautiful
It,
Salith.
it will be pretty fucking cool.
It will be. Okay, Tizkar, you see Salith, Rin, and Hale arguing about magic, but it is your turn.
Feels like home. And yet I still don't understand a damn thing about magic. And he's gonna cast the spell Shoot Longbow.
I cast longbow.
I cast Longbow.
Can Salith
That's the
twin a
same
black
one.
beam and a white beam? Oh my gosh, I might homebrew a rule. Salith, if you twin
That's
spell,
cool.
do you...
One of them is light and one of them is dark.
Yeah, one's radiant and one is necrotic. We'll workshop that. That's actually
Cool.
really freaking cool. Why are you
17.
are you targeting Salith?
No, I'm targeting the one next to Hale.
Okay.
The one with Hunter's Mark on. That's a hit for 17.
17 is a miss.
No.
Damage.
I rolled a 22 hit,
Sorry, I'm
and then 17 damage.
Okay, you kill it.
As it rears up one more time to hit Hale, just boom, arrow through the neck.
He's pretty good at that.
It's a good thing
It
he
is
knows
not my
where to put his arrows.
It is not my first. How did Rowan say? Rodeo.
Somewhere you hear Rowan roll his eyes very loudly. I just read the new twin spell and it looks terrible. Okay. Salith, it is your turn.
That guy died?
Yes.
The one... Okay.
There's only one left.
All right. How's he looking?
That's a good question. He's looking like he's got a little bit of fight in him. He definitely could take quite a bit more damage. That was painful.
Fuck!
Oh no.
His car just like watches the mode of fire miss, and he just kind of like slowly like turns back to look at Salith and just...
Not a fucking word.
Are you absolutely sure you want her as part of our cut?
I mean, she's
Ouch.
sliding the tunnel. Yeah.
Hale, it's your turn.
Hale is just gonna whip the guy that's stuck in the middle.
Okay.
Careful
You
the beard guy, all right?
You have a
plus
+2.
two.
Yep. After we get to the end of this round, let's have a 10-minute break. That hits.
Must be nice.
Guys, my heart's
Nine.
breaking for y'all.
I think this is a great combat encounter. I'm having a blast, y'all.
How do you like
I'm
playing a
fun.
ranger?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love this.
Somewhere,
Nine
the
damage.
spirit of Cora is like, who would miss? Loser?
Oh,
Okay.
Not be me.
that's my turn.
Rin.
Rin's gonna go back to the bug he was originally attacking and throw another thunder gauntlet at him.
Mm-hmm. You get +2 for flanking.
+2.
Rangers. Sorry.
Reinger.
16 to hit.
That misses. Sorry. These guys are
Uh,
big and beefy. Just wait till you meet the Hive Lord.
Oh, it's a beefy
And-
Scarlet. Oh,
It's just your type.
not this car's type. Sorry. He likes tanks.
I will use my guardian now that my temp HP has been depleted
Why
to
is-
regain 3 more.
Oh, okay. Did you roll damage?
He
Oh no, I'm just healing myself.
Oh yeah, you missed. Okay. I don't know. Sorry. I'm drinking mojitos. Rum mojito. So, if I sound kooky, that is why. Okay, Rin. This thing it's got nowhere to go, so it's you. You're tanking this motherfucker. It attacks.
My shield.
You have shield. Are you casting shield?
Yep.
Okay. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That
the first
surpassed
one
me.
hits you. Okay, so this first one will get you. Why is this? Oh, that's you. Okay, it's gonna attack again.
Okay.
And this time it fails. That shield is working overtime.
Oh, I don't have expeditious on it anymore.
All right, that is the top of the initiative. Let's take a 10-minute break. Stretch your legs, refocus your aim so you don't keep missing.
Shut up.
It's all of you. Yeah. BRB. VIP. I have dinner. Julius is Revendreth coated. I love that. He's supposed to be a vampire drow. Thank you for Jolie. Okay, so my mother-in-law made tilapia, and I am going to enjoy the fuck out of this tilapia. Here, I'll put this here.
Yo,
What up?
meowdy, everyone. I hope everybody's having a fantastical day.
I'm having a fantabulous day.
Enjoying our smashing of the bugs.
The squishing. The squishing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what this episode will be called, the squishing. Here, where is Twitch? Let me change the title. Let's see. Creator dashboard. You guys are cracking me up. Even though you're missing a lot.
Alan missed once.
Every time you guys miss, I feel guilty on your behalf. I feel like a mother feeling bad that you have to break some bad news to your children. Like, no, you can't go swimming. I'm sorry. It's 2 in the morning. I always pretend like I want to down my players, but it's all just a show. I want them to just destroy everything really fast.
I am suddenly highly concerned because
Amazing! You're just passing out those VIPs.
Thank you.
Sorry about the gifted subs, Peretsu.
Yeah.
You're going deaf?
Thank you so much, Pooh.
Wait, hold on. Somebody else is gifting subs. I'm just kidding.
All right. So sorry. Ratsu. What were you saying?
It's such a Twitch thing.
Before you got bullied by Pooh. Just kidding. Thank you so much. What were you going to say, Ratsu?
Oh, I just can't hear out of my right ear right now, and
Oh.
walking is difficult.
What happened?
I don't know.
Walking?
I had it. I could hear when we started playing, and then now I can't hear anymore.
Are all of
Maybe like some earwax.
Is
No,
concerning.
it's clear. It is very concerning.
Your equilibrium is off.
all of
Oh,
Hale's injuries are being applied to you IRL?
Yeah,
Have you had hearing loss in the past?
not like this. No, it's not a migraine. There is like this slight effect of like tinnitus, but you've
Mhm.
never like done this before.
Does it feel like a clog that's blocking your hearing, or is it just like your hearing stopped?
It feels like it feels like there's water in my ear, so like it feels really stuffy, but I can't hear anything out of it, and like I can
Do
I
you
can hear
have-
it if I like squeeze something and like move stuff in there, but I can't.
Maybe a bead of sweat.
I just used like a Q-tip to try and dry it out, and then I also have one of those ear things that you can see into your ear. I tried that and it looks clear, so
According to the Mayo Clinic, if you have sudden loss of hearing, particularly in one ear, you should seek medical attention right away.
Yeah.
I'll be
That's
fine.
a concerning thing.
Yes. I think we should all let Retsu go and get her
I'll just-
ears fixed.
Mm.
I'm gonna bully
I
you
will-
to leave this call and go take care of
I'm
your health.
going to ask my brother, who is a physician.
There you go. Do that at least.
Yeah.
I mean, we only do have like 9 minutes left.
I was gonna
Oh,
get you
fair
through
enough.
this combat, and then. Do you want to text your brother? We'll wait for you to do that.
I
Yeah,
am right
it's-
now. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, while you do that, whose turn is it?
The order, I think.
Dane.
Dane will.
Julius looks like he fell asleep.
Dane. What did this carapace thing? This adult. What was it called? Ketherick do before me. I forgot.
It's been gnawing on your friend Rin.
Yep.
Okay.
It
As it
doesn't like
like-
my thunder.
As I lunges forward for Rin, I'm gonna grab it by its back leg and try and stab it again. Nothing extra special, just saying I'm stabbing it over and over again is kind of boring.
Come on, Dan, you can get through its carapace. Just try a little harder.
You didn't try hard enough, Dane.
Disappointment.
He just keeps trying to saw at it, and it's not
Let's
going
see.
at all.
It's turning into a game. Who can get the killing blow?
Oh, this is because of that interaction with Danica, isn't it? You're just getting even.
Oh. Brought Danica into this. Discar, it's your turn.
Let me show you how it's done, Dane. The Hunter's Mark, shoot.
Not a competition, just kill the damn thing.
His car's smiling this entire time, by the way.
No, not doesn't.
And he suddenly frowns
This
as it
guy.
just whizzes overhead.
Sorry, this
Stop floundering
Kuthric,
so much.
this Kuthric adult has plot armor.
He really does.
Look, it's teeing it up so that Salith can redeem herself.
Did Dane miss?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For,
I've missed twice
just
in a row
for-
now.
Just for flavor, not for any kind of real casting of, well, it's a cantrip anyways, but not consuming my actual action. She's going to cast message to Dane when you miss and just say, nice one.
His eyes darken.
He very loudly, audibly just says, "Shut up!"
Hearing
everything-
things, Mr. Tax Collector.
I think he's losing his mind.
We all lose our minds here.
You'll
Julius
float
is like,
too.
okay.
No
That was-
fucking way!
Oh no, that was almost a nat 20.
Oh my god.
I feel like there is a house rule out there where you can push your luck at the cost of something else.
Can we say that Salith is overcome by rage? And this adds to...
I will make a trade.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you re-roll once
Yeah.
if I'm allowed to re-roll once.
Sure. You're hopefully not gonna survive this, so...
Hopefully.
It doesn't have to be this monster, right? Or
Right,
it doesn't
no.
have to be this monster.
I'm holding on. No, if I in a
So that's
future
that's not a
fight-
monster thing. That's a
Oh.
DM thing.
Yeah.
You're doing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Be
Yeah,
careful
no,
with what
it
you're
is a
actually
trap.
saying. Yeah.
It is definitely a trap. I thought
is
you
a
meant
trap.
this monster. I will not take that deal.
You!
No chance. No chance.
No, I thought for sure I could get
Yeah.
you. Okay. See, I was gonna get you all into
So
actual.
you got to read the fine print.
Yeah, true.
All right. I will put that on the table for anyone who wants to take it. Hail.
Can we make it in the fine print that the reroll at any later date can only occur against the person who struck the deal.
So I'm actually thinking about that right now because it would be kind of mean if it could happen to anybody else.
To a different player.
I like the fact that it can happen to anybody else. I'm not gonna lie. That adds to the drama.
Yeah, because it's like your fault, and I will say whose fault it
Yeah.
is. Hill, you absolutely did some damage to this little boy.
And now I need to go because my brother is telling me to go to the ER.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You
Bye, guys.
Surprise.
Bye.
Bye,
Hopefully they
Retsu.
get
Feel better.
treatment.
I'll text you. I'm very concerned, actually.
Yeah,
Wait,
that is
what,
a
what
concerning thing.
happened? My earphones went out and I had to fix it. I didn't hear what happened.
She has sudden loss of hearing in one
loss.
ear.
Oh God.
So yeah. That's another thing. Also just PSA, if you have like a sudden onset, like very intense headache out of nowhere, you should also seek medical attention. That's very bad.
Very acute.
If you're
Onset.
Yeah.
also if you're like suddenly losing a limb,
Yeah,
Another
probably get
reason.
that checked out. Absolutely.
just as a pro tip for all those people who
Yeah.
might know.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to text her after the
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
I'm
They're
just
gonna have to text us after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
please
us
They
in
give
the
better,
loop.
they better let every single one of us know that they're okay.
Everyone in chat is getting a personal DM from Kuretsu.
All of our Patreon, only our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, get it.
Okay.
Get it updated.
Everybody else has to worry.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-dum-bum.
Okay, well, Hale does some damage, and it's Rin's turn.
Thank you for actually hitting the target. He kind of like looks over at Dane and he looks back at his car and
Say let's
Say
scoff.
I've had to collect 4 of my arrows out of corpses today. I don't know about the rest of you.
he's gonna thunder gauntlet yet again. I get +2 to the roll.
You guys.
And it does nothing!
You guys.
Maybe you shouldn't talk.
You know, it's nice to rub it in sometimes. Maybe you guys will actually hit him.
As you say that, you see its little stinger come flying at your head as it attacks you. Does it
Girl's
20?
taking all of our rolls. Holy shit.
I'm gonna throw shield up. I know that doesn't stop it.
Okay. Well, you're gonna take 40. Good thing this thing does like pussy ass damage, like for reals. All right, he has to hit a 22 or higher. He misses his next attack, so you're safe for now. Dane, it's your turn. This guy is still wailing on y'all.
I'm hitting him with my longsword.
Who did the bug miss against? Was it Dane?
Rin. It's attacking Rin because Rin is right up
Okay.
in his face.
Never mind. Dane was gonna get another sassy message.
That
20.
hits. That hits.
Yeah, he finally like finds a gap in the carapace and just.
Finally.
All right, now I have to actually do damage.
One.
Okay, 2.
We'll take it. 5 damage.
It's. Do you want to smite? Like.
Gives it a little like paper cut underneath its carapace.
So Dane's not gonna smite because he knows that the Hive Lord's next, and he's almost out of spell slots.
Oh damn! You guys are
So he's-
screwed.
He's saving the smite for the Hive Lord, so he
Okay.
will just end his turn there, unfortunately.
Okay, it's alive. Tiskar.
Here it comes.
Here he comes.
Don't worry. I collected 4 arrows from corpses, so I have an additional 4 arrows to shoot. It will be okay.
Thanks for the Mastleth and Tiskar. Now hit him.
No, that didn't. You guys.
You distracted me.
Really? He has really high AC.
It just has
Yeah,
an
this is
18.
shockingly high.
It's just 18.
I know that for level 3. That's hard.
That's high.
Okay, first of all, you guys are level 3.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I remember when we fought
Also-
against the Drow in the
also-
cave, and they had level 18 AC, and we nearly died.
Also, my armor's also 18, so I really can't say much.
Okay, Salem,
Same.
are you gonna steal the kill?
Oops. Sorry, I don't want to cast that. I was just trying to read it. Is Hale? Are we just taking him out of combat?
I will attack on Hale's turn.
Oh, sorry, it's after me. My
Yeah.
bad. Okay. Lightning bolt, but not.
It's like dark fire. You could do
Come
it.
on, baby. Let's
Yes!
fucking go.
Oh
Wait for the damage.
no.
Okay.
Kill it. Kill it.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, yeah. So she is so fucking frustrated. She's been missing. She's cursing under her breath, and she's like, she starts to chant in Sylvan, and she's like psyching herself up. And she conjures all the shadow around her until it forms a ball, and she like really takes her fucking time. And then with a curse under her breath, she throws it, and it strikes true.
It throws its head back, and its eyes darken before it falls to the ground.
And Salis thinks to herself, is he hot?
But you cannot tell because it is now ashes before you
Yeah,
can
fair enough.
take in its form. Hale, who is like kind of half on the ground, like just whipping the shit out of the dead one in front of him, looks and is like, finally. And
Oh, lady got some spunk. I'll give her that.
you're out of combat.
For fuck's sake. She's gonna go over and kick it, the one that she couldn't hit. Just kick its corpse. Make sure it's really dead.
It's
Dane's gonna
smells
go up
really
and
bad.
smash the squishy bit.
You start entering this water treatment room. You see that there's like a little tunnel this way that leads away. And you hit the squishy bit. The pulsating vein kind of trails down to undo part of the wall. You also look around and notice that there are some eggs, but they are broken in here. They're hatched.
Well, dang.
We were too late. Am I gonna
There
hit
could
the
be more.
bulbousy bit like the if it looks similar to the one I saw first time?
Yeah. You hit it, and it seems to have worked.
I'm smacking it.
It squelches in your face.
I'm I'm like continually hitting it because I'm like everybody talking around me is just very frustrating. Yeah.
As Dane is just like whacking it, Tizkar kind of like slips past. And as
Please clip it.
Land shark, you know what to do. The worst part is I'm not sure JTC meant it that way
Probably didn't.
because JTC is an innocent little bean.
I didn't even think about it like that. Okay, that's a complete change of what I was gonna do. What actually happens is
Now
Tizkar walks up
Dane's
behind
in
Dane.
a corner facing a
Yeah.
corner. You just
He
see
is
his
whacking
elbow,
Yeah.
like hunched over.
Tizkar just like says to
I'll
Dane,
get my revenge.
you do not need to whack it so hard it is dead.
Does be good though. And I sheath my sword.
Okay. What was Tizkar gonna say?
I was gonna have like try to have a tender moment with Dane, but that's fucking out. That's gone. That's past.
I'm gonna say that as you thought about having a tender moment with Dane, your eyes kind of fall on the corpses of the fallen Kuthric. And your just kind of thoughts linger to the moment when it almost looked like you saw its ghostly visage pulled out of
Did
it.
I see that again, or is it just that one
Just
time?
that one time. It was alarming, though. And the more you think about it, the more you can almost pull a sound hanging in the air. It sounds like what it would. It sounds like somebody screaming underwater, kind of distorted and far away, unable to listen, but it just kind of disturbs. But the more you try to focus on it, kind of like one of those squigglies in your eye, the more it gets away from you.
Tizkar is kind of like, as Dane's whacking it next to him, Tizkar is kind of like staring at the corpse. And his eye kind of like trails back to where Hale is. And he just kind of says, directed at Hale, not exactly looking at him, but just kind of directed. Remind me to have a conversation with you after this is over.
Well, pay me first. Just stands up and Mother's going to kill me.
I do not want your services that the mothers love. Caress.
I don't provide those kinds of services, but sure, whatever you want, fine. Just buy me a drink first or something. I gotta give it to Saleth anyway. He stands up, kind of like adjusts his mask a little bit, flattens his hair. How do I look?
You have a gash right across your jugular.
That is impossible.
His car just suddenly like brings up his hands to his mouth as he's like walking over to Hale, and he just goes and he spits in his hands, and he just like starts slathering his spit over
He'll
like
stop. He'll go, do not touch me, and like back all the way up, and he will not let you put hands on him at all.
Who's the most hurt right now?
Is he?
Hale. How many damage? How
Hale
much,
or Rin.
Hold on, let me look at Hale's.
how much damage?
Hale has 13 out of 24 hit points. Wait, I'm going to stop you. I do not want you to heal him while Kuritsu is away.
yeah, well, we
Okay.
have that interaction back.
Then
and
I'll
back.
heal Rin.
I think
All
that
right,
Kuritsu needs
I appreciate that, and in turn, Hale.
You might not after you see how I do it.
Well,
I just walk over to you and like I stick my fingers into your wound, and then and like you see your you see the wound seal up around my fingers, and I like pluck it out. And how much damage did you heal, or did you need healed?
that is a good question.
I'll tell you what, I'll just heal you for 5 flat, no matter what.
That's fine.
Cool.
You just heal like one.
Did you just
bruise,
pluck?
one
What
cut.
did you pluck out?
His wound.
Yoink.
Well, that is an interesting.
Yeah. His wound literally like heals around my fingers, and then I pluck out my fingers, and the wound.
Oh, like you're picking a wart out of his body.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's exactly how I imagined healing to be.
Mm-hmm.
My
My lay on
leftover of Hale. How damaged is the dress that?
We
There.
are going to save that for next week.
Got it.
Because again, Retsu's not here, and
Okay.
Retsu deserves to roleplay.
Stop focusing on him. Let's keep going.
Wonderful. All of you like dust the dirt off of you and prepare to continue, which is where we will end tonight's session. Good job missing a lot, everybody. But you finally,
It's fun to miss sometimes.
it just makes
Is
it
it?
taste that much sweeter.
Just play a ranger.
It's fun when other people do it.
I know. I'm gonna get DMs. I want to change my class. I don't want to be.
I want to be a 2024 barbarian. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, everybody. Do you want to do our golden buzzers? Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna give mine, I think, to Dane for that lay on hands because that was fucking awful.
Yeah, it's
Terrible.
horrible. It's horrid.
It's horrible.
It hurts. It hurts to get healed by Dane.
Oh, that's so on brand. So mine goes to Dane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next?
Salith for the sick witch bolt. This description where it's like it could be black or white. I like the idea. I know it hasn't happened technically yet, but I fuck with it.
Okay. JTC?
I already given.
Oh. The fuck is wrong with me? Poof?
I'm gonna give mine to Tizkar just because of that last interaction with him and Dane. That was
Great.
just so on
For
brand.
whacking it.
Yeah.
We're whacking it.
That wasn't even intentional. That's the worst part.
And then Salith.
I'm gonna give mine to Dane also just for the banter back and forth between him and Salith that I find very fun.
All right. That means Dane. You have an inspiration that you can use in case you miss.
I feel so inspired, guys.
I know, it's been so
I can't wait to use it and miss anyway.
Amazing. Great. Are we good for next week?
I'm good.
I think so.
I will confirm with you. It's the Canadian Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, I thought that was until the 31st.
That is Halloween.
Oh, gotcha. You're right. It is Canadian. Because I'm not canceling, but I'm taking off next week. My other games are getting a day off.
Yeah, I'll double check with you, but
should we take that week off then, and that be our once a month off day?
Which one? Next week?
Yeah. Why is my Zoom frozen? Hold on, I'm trying to fix
Down
this.
for it.
Unless somebody has important things they want to do on Halloween.
Well, Halloween is not on a Sunday.
That's not out.
Yeah, it's on a Friday.
I mean, if Ellie wants to double check
Okay.
and then let us know, because it would be better from a story standpoint to push through this as quickly as possible and then take the break when we're out of the dungeon.
Too. So yeah, let me double check once I kind of have
Sure.
my plans finalized for that.
Okay. Sorry, for some reason I feel like my Zoom is frozen and I can't unfreeze it. Okay, weird, but fine. Yeah, keep us in touch. If you cannot come, we'll just take that week off, and then if you can, we'll push through. But yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right, I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on with Zoom because it's frozen and I can't get out of it. Zoom, what's happening? Zoom end task. There we go. Okay, that was awkward. I turn on my thing. Okay. All right, everyone. Yeah, Zoom failed his reroll. That was really awkward and it distracted me. Okay, guys, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. I will see you sometime next week. I know a bunch of my games are not happening next week because it's just lining up that way. So I'll try to set up a different stream, like a hangout chatting stream, probably on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So yeah, maybe we'll do a World of Warcraft stream. That could be fun. All right, guys, you're awesome. Thanks for being here and have a good one. Oh, if you have any more questions about Out of the Abyss, make sure that you post them in the Discord. Join the Discord. We have a little Beyond the Abyss community in there. So yeah, I'll see you over there. Take care, everyone. Bye.